It's Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have some Japanese noodles to show you. These are Nissin Demae Ramen Spicy. 100 grams. Now what I'm going to do here is something slightly different. These are soup noodles. So what they want you to do is add the sauce into that ½ litre of water. I think I want these noodles really spicy. So I'm going to do something slightly different. So first of all, get them into a... Let's have a look at them first. Let's see what kind of... Yeah, it's one packet, one sachet of spice. So I think I can get away with this. Oh, no, there's two. So dried noodles in here. I still think we can get away with it. I want 500 ml, swap hands, 500, ½ litre of water. Seems quite a lot, doesn't it? ½ litre for soup noodles. So whack that in there. Get these on the stove. Right, they're firing away. Now, I've tried, these are from Japan. So I've tried noodles from Korea, Vietnam, and some amazing places around Asia. And what they say to do is, I think that's chili oil, by the way. Yeah, I think that's some chili oil. What they say to do is drain the water, which I'll do. I'll get rid of as much water as I can. Then I'll add the sauces. Then I'll mix it up. That's going to give me a much more concentrated spice. And it'll suit my noodle eating needs more than if it's just a soup noodle. So with it being a soup noodle, I'm adding these powders to ½ litre of water. So it's going to really dilute that spice. I want it hot, spicy and kicking today. So I'm going to drain the water off, get these in, stir it all up and get into it. So come back to me when the noodles are cooked and I've probably drained the water. Back in a moment. Okay, most of the water has been drained off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the oils, there you go, a bit of oil there, and the chilli in the bowl ready. There you go, look at that. Then add the noodles. And then give them a good stir round. So this is the way the Vietnamese do it. I've had some Filipino noodles as well where they do the same thing. Add the spice afterwards so you're having more of a concentrated flavour. There you go. It's entirely down to yourself really, it's entirely up to you. If you want a mellower spice, then by all means just use 500 ml of water and make a soup noodle. But I just like it spicy. Right, they smell fantastic. The oil makes the difference. It's like it reminds me of a crisp oil. I'm not sure if it's MSG or something like that, but it's made me really hungry. I went into the review hungry-ish, but as soon as you add that MSG or whatever that oil is, you're like, ooh, your eyeballs go on stalks and yeah, you're really hungry. That's what that kind of stuff does, I think. Wow. Oh. First thing I'm hit with is a combination of that crisp, fatty kind of flavour from the oil. Then two things hit you at exactly the same time. The amount of salt that's in the powder and then the amount of chili that's in the powder. Oh, it's quite, it's quite full on. The salt is quite full on. The chili is fantastic. This is exactly how I want it. It's just catching me there on the back of the throat, the chili. The salt is catching me inside my cheeks. Chili's catching me on the throat. The more I eat of this, the more I'm kind of, whew, this is hot. This is quite hot. It's nice though. It's nice. What did we try the other week? We had like a chili pot noodle. I think it was like a Thai style pot noodle. It was tasty. It was tasty, but in terms of spice factor, if you want it really, really spicy, you can only really go Asian noodles if you want a proper spicy kick. The Bombay Bad Boy seems a bit artificial to me. Lovely egg noodles. It's a proper... It's starting to fill me up already. It's given a cereal flavour as well, like a light wafer or a light biscuit or something like that in the actual noodle itself. There's garlic as well. Wow. The chili and garlic and the salt is quite... Maybe I should have made the soup. But then again, even if I made the soup, you're still having that salt intake or that garlic intake or the chili intake. It's still the same volume. You're still adding those sachets into your dish. It's just it feels much more concentrated, especially the salt levels. It's quite a bit salty. But then again, when you think about the broth at the end, when you drink the broth, it is a salty chili broth, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, it's warm. Very warm. The chili, yeah, one mouthful salt, the next mouthful's chili. Whoa, but really good. Really full on. Wow, the salt is almost kind of burning my eyeballs. I think there's a lesson to be learned here. Make the soup. Do as you're told. That's a bit too full on. In terms of salt, it's a bit too full on. The chili's amazing. The salt is almost making me sweat. Right, I'm going to rate it. My mistake with making this into a concentrated salt bomb. But eaten all the less. I made a mistake. Make the soup. Do as you're told. Make the soup. That was really salty, and really kind of quite a big chili here. That burn on the chili now. It's a combination of a salt burn and a chili burn. I'm going to rate them if I made the soup, because I think I made a mistake and it wouldn't be fair to Nissin, would it? I'm going to say 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!